Gotta stay on my mind. Gotta stay on my grind. But fucking out of
y'all, I know I look a little busted, but it is what it is. Hey y'all, so this is a part 2 to week 1, y'all. Cause now I'm over it. I can laugh about it, or like I'm in good spirits today. I'm not gonna say why, but I am. But yeah, y'all. So y'all, this will be my part 2 to week 1. I thought I wasn't gonna come back into next week, but yeah, y'all, things happen. I just want to tell y'all about this situation that happened with me. So on the 21st, I'm not gonna say any names, so yeah, and I'm not gonna say it. Even if y'all would say X me, I'm still not gonna say it, because I feel like it could have just been because I was new, she was new, and it was just a lot to adjust to, you know? So I won't blame her, but it was just a lot of unsafe stuff happening all in one. Okay, but it's been a good 5 days and I don't have that leader anymore. So I have to tell y'all the tea about that. So I'm just gonna say this now. Anytime something doesn't sit right with you, or you just feel like a whole bunch of unsafe stuff is happening with your leader, you have the rights to ask to get off that truck. Like, if you feel like it's putting your driving history at harm's way, or you know what I'm saying, you just too much is just going on, get off that truck before something happens and it stays with you forever, or you get points on your driving record, because you know what I'm saying, they don't care if you're a new driver, you're a driver now, so ain't no going back. So if you get signs, get off. So that's pretty much my situation. On the 21st, we had a load coming here to Ohio, and y'all, it was a good ride. Like, I really liked my leader or whatever. We got along, we was cool, she was super nice or whatever. And we got there, it was nighttime, y'all. We seen deers and everything, but I could see why. Okay, maybe if it was in the daytime, that wouldn't probably happen, but at nighttime, you know, things are a little more harder to see. Lights are not out as much as you would think they are by these places you're going to, and you're going like in the boonies, like it's deep off into these places. So you're pretty much surrounded around a whole bunch of cornfields, grass, and maybe like a house in here or a house here too, or like, you know, big little plants and buildings or whatever. So well, the place we were going to is a shipper, I want to believe. Yeah, we were going to a shipper, and pretty much dropping hook. We was dropping off loaded. We had did a oh damn ride story. Like, I missed my turn, even though it was me and my leader. Still missed my turn, even though we had 4 eyes in the truck. So yeah, y'all, missed the turn. It was no sign. I will say there was no sign at the entrance 1, but it was a sign at the entrance 2, which pretty much said exit only, enter to left, which I would think that it would be a sign right here that say trucks enter here. But if it was in the daytime, I'm pretty sure we would have clearly seen that trucks enter there, but whatever. And my leader tells me to drift off to the side, off the road, and that the turn will be tight, but I can make it. Pretty much she was advising me to do a U-turn. Basically, all I've seen with all companies, U-turns are a big no-no. U-turns equals as soon as you get done doing that U-turn, you're getting routed to the nearest terminal and you're getting fired. So that wasn't clicking in my head, y'all. All I was thinking, like, damn, we missed a turn, we got to get back there, we got to get back around. So I'm done. I'm being a DA. I'm about to do it. It was a light pole right here. You know, the whole 53, that shit is long. So it was a light pole right here on this side, and it was a light pole right there on the opposite side where the front of my truck would end up coming in contact with, or I had to be able to dodge. Dang. And so yeah, I try to I drift off to the side, doing what she's telling me to do, drifting off to the side and then making a turn but going all the way over to the other side to use all the space, because though it was real small. It was a two-way street or whatever. So while I'm doing it, she's telling me to back up to make more space and then go up and curve to the left really hard, because that pole right there, that light pole, I'm real close to it. And then in my head, I'm like, I'm getting a little frustrated and I'm getting a little scared, because I'm like, I can't do it. Like, I can't do it. Like, this is not possible. Nothing's clicking in my head. Like, I should have told her, no, I don't feel safe. The word safe is your safe word to automatically get off that front seat when you feel like it's beyond you. And I shouldn't say I don't feel safe, and I should know for a fact company policy said we can't do U-turns, but I didn't say that. I'm still trying to make this turn possible, which it was never supposed to be possible. So she keeps telling me to go back, go up. She's getting frustrated at me because now she's feeling like I'm not using all my space. Mind you, y'all, I'm looking in my mirror and I clearly see that I'm about to jackknife. If you work for the company I work for, they have a tape on the trailer that clearly lets you know if you're getting too close to that tape, you're about to jackknife. I told her I'm about to jackknife, and I could tell in my window that I was tilted. Big no. All this is just big no-nos. So she's still advising me to reverse back and pull up and still try to dodge this pole, because you know, if you hit a light pole, you have to pay for that out of your pocket. And baby, I heard it's some bands, so be ready to make sure you dodge those throughout this career. Don't hit a light pole. So I'm just like, no, at this point I'm frustrated. I'm like, I can't do it. I just flat out told her I can't do it. So she gets out of the truck, and then she told me to pop my brakes and get out the truck and look too. She's gonna say, you're about to jackknife. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to call a trailer. I mean, not a trailer, she's gonna have to call a tow truck. Who better call a tow truck? Side note, if a tow truck is called, that is automatically classified as a accident and is points taken off your driving license. So who better get called the tow truck? We better get the fuck out of this. And I literally told her, I said, no, you're not. I said, you're about to get me out of this. And that was just that. I was not laughing shit. Y'all, if you truly know me, you know I am a goofy ass person. Shit wasn't funny. Shit was real serious. And so then you can clearly see that like one of my landing gear is like this close from being on the ground. Once that shit hit the ground, that means I'm too uneven. Like, shit ain't right. Shit just ain't right. Like, I probably wouldn't have been able to get out of that situation if it would have hit the ground. So, key point, I was able to get out of the situation, because at this point, I'm telling her, we're not about to call a tow truck. Mind you, if I would have cut deep like she told me to, if I would have been able to cut deep, even bypassing that light pole, my airlines would have broke, because that's how much of a jackknife I was in. I was just an inch away of breaking my airlines. Now, throughout this whole process, she never offered to get in the seat and get us out of this. She just kept telling me, trying to get me to dodge this pole to make us do this U-turn. Mind you, if I would have been successful at this U-turn, like if that light pole went right there, I probably would have had enough room to like use all that and go around. If I would have been successful doing that U-turn, I would have been fired from my first trucking job already. Now let's just be honest, there's so many trucking jobs out there, I would have probably got hired in another one. But no, I shouldn't have been put in that situation, and I shouldn't have been told to do that, because you know as much as I know. And in my mind, I wasn't thinking, I will say that, I wasn't standing up for myself like I should, because they will try you and you gotta stand up for yourself. So I didn't stand up for myself, and I didn't say I would not do that. So I just knew I couldn't make it. So I'm glad that pole was right there, because it saved me and it saved my job. So I just backed up, gave myself enough room to get out of this situation. Because then she was telling me, well, you can back up enough and pretty much back up and give yourself enough room and then go straight. So I backed up, and then I was like, because she had walkie-talkies, and I was like, I feel like I have enough room to cut a hard left to catch up back to my trailer and get straight and then turn right so I can make my trailer go straight and just, keep straight, and we figure out another safer route of turning around. So she was like, cool. I did what I said I was gonna do, got it straight, went straight, and then once I was completely straight and not like blocking both sides of the road, she got back in the truck. Mind you, during this whole process, a car came. They was lame, and they seen how bad we looked in that jackknife, and they turned around and pulled the heck off. What happened? So we went up. This is when we passed the little baby deer. That deer was playing games, bruh. He wanted to run out in front of that street so bad. And guess what? He would have got hit that night because, baby, I wasn't playing. So, now, let's go back. So, once I got out of that jackknife, and once I got myself out of that situation, and she helped me, I would say she did help me. But she also helped me get in it. But, once I got myself out of that situation, I started boo-hoo crying. Like, y'all, I was shaking. I was crying so freaking hard because, like, I'm just like, I can react good under pressure. I will say that. I react good under pressure. I didn't freak out until we got out of there because I knew we was going to have to get out of it because you ain't about to get no tow trucks called on me. But once I got out of there and I knew I was good, I bust out crying. Like, and then when she got in the car, she was like, why are you crying? You out of the situation. I'm like, that don't mean, like, in my head, I'm like, I ain't even say nothing back because I'm like still trying to process what the fuck just happened. Like, because at this point, I'm just fucking tired. I was drained because that shit was scary. It was really scary. It's dark as hell out here. Like, it was just too much going on. When I know if I would have just said no to the whole U-turn in the first place, yeah, probably wouldn't have. I should have just did a reverse, doing a straight back until I got back in front of the sign and made the turn. That would have been safer than doing that. So she get back in the car, we go straight, we try to find another safe place, but y'all, all we seeing is just tall grass, I'm guessing corn, and nothing but corn and darkness. And then when we get to this little four-way, it's a house right here. It was just one house right there. So it's just like, put our hazard lights on and do a straight back. And like, I turned, like the way I turned, I was coming straight, and then I made a left, and then I put my hazard lights on and I made a straight back. Thank God, like where we were, it was not busy, but a car did come. And I was watching the mirrors. Like crazy. So as soon as I seen a car come, I stopped and sat there on the side of the, right there with my hazard lights on before I even started backing back. And I let them go. And then did a straight back until I gave myself enough room to make another left onto the street that we had just came off, and pretty much just did backtracking, going back the way I came. And the little deer came out again. He was scared to go across the street. Like when we came up, he ran back. But it was probably because, I had put my brights on. So he seen us or whatever, seen a light or whatever. So finally got back to the shipper, made the right turn, y'all. And then we seen there was a security guard sitting there the whole fucking time. So he was watching us the whole time. And I was like, dang, that's crazy. So we had to get out, get him the bills, and then find out where we parked. So when he told us where we were supposed to park, where we was to go look to park, it was a trailer right there in that spot. So she was trying to tell me to do another U-turn. I said, now this time my husband's not a dummy. Even though, let's make this clear, because I was just nervous. I didn't feel like doing, I'm not saying I didn't feel like doing it. I just wasn't comfortable because I just had literally went through so much with that, and I just did not want to make a mess up. Like, so I used the safe word. I told her I don't feel safe doing this, and she was like, she had an attitude because she had to get up and get in the seat and do it. And so, cause she tried to tell me to do it, but I don't know what was going on with me. I think because I was just so hyped. I wasn't doing a good straight back. It was like I was going too far over. I wasn't getting close to my left side to give myself enough room to make the U-turn. But when you're inside of the shipper, U-turns is all about location. You cannot make a U-turn on a road, like, you know, a regular road or whatever. But if you're within like a parking lot and on a shipper, or you're on your terminal, you can make a U-turn. It's all about safety and location, because you'll be able to do that safely because it's more room to maneuver. But I was not feeling that. I told her I did not feel safe. She made clear to tell me that I was able to do one within the shipper, but you ain't say that when I was on that road that wasn't right, that I wasn't supposed to be doing that. So I went here and I just got that road, out that seat, and I let her get right there. Because, well, before I had wanted to switch seats already, because like they tell you, you know what I'm saying, when you get that hype, you probably just need to take a break, or you know what I'm saying, like it ain't safe for you to be driving. I was still like amped up because like I was stressed to freak out. I literally just almost got myself fired. I literally just did some unsafe stuff, and it was just too much. I did a whole straight back on a regular road when a car could have came. I could have hit a car, killed the person. Like, that truck is it is a weapon. I probably won't feel none, but that car gonna goddamn die. Like, this shit just, the wheels just gonna go over it. So just something she's not supposed to do. So we get in the shipper. We switched seats because I told her I don't feel comfortable. Well, I don't feel safe. So she switched seats with me, and she do the U-turn, U-turn, because at that point you couldn't go around the building. You had to do a U-turn to go behind, go out like we came in, and like go around. So then it brought us to like another part where we had to drop the trailer. Mind you, this whole time, y'all, we've been driving with no hours. That's driving illegal. If a police pulled us over, we would have got big tickets. So the U-turn, okay, let's just follow along with me. U-turn, big no. Could have got fired. Driving illegal because we have no more times on my clock or her clock could have equaled to a big ticket. And I had asked her, I said, for some reason, she was not trying to get in that seat. Like, she didn't care if I was still driving, and it was telling me I was out of hours. Because I was like, I asked her, I said, or this is just how I took it. I need to put that out there. This is how I took it. I asked her, I said, you don't have any more hours? And she was like, no. And I said, and I don't have any more hours. So ain't it's like we're in the same boat? But when I said that, she still let me sit in the seat. Like, she didn't take over, or she didn't offer to take over. But so she, took over to do the U-turn, and she stayed in the seat, and she went back there to drop the trailer, and she's telling me to call logs. I guess when you call logs, in her words, she said that they will be able to fix it. And so I'm just doing what she said to do. Call logs. I'm repeating everything she tell me to repeat. She's in the background talking, telling me what to say, because I didn't know what to say. Because at the end, first she was like, I'll call him and act like I'm you, or you can call him. And so since I was not in the driver's seat, I went on to call him myself, because she had been telling me to try calling him. And since I had stopped driving, I called. But I didn't have no idea what laws was supposed to do or what I was supposed to be saying. So she was telling me what to say. So the person, let's get to this. Well, as soon as we got to the shipper, she put me in something called PC. I think it's called PC. And that stands for personal convenience. Yeah. So PC. So you're not supposed to do anything with that regarding work. Which, why I'm acting dumb again. Another time I didn't speak up for myself, because they told us that when we was in orientation, but I was just like, okay. So when I call logs, anybody who you call can see everything you're doing. And pretty much she was saying, like, he see that we have no more time. He said that I was in PC, which is a violation. You should never, if somebody try to put you in, say no. just say, and if they want to call somebody, call logs, because they're gonna explain to you and them that you shouldn't be on. I guess on this account, I don't know if it's different for any other account, but on this account we wasn't supposed to be in PC. So he pretty much telling me I'm about to get rolled up because I shouldn't be driving in PC. I should know what PC is. He explains to me what it is. Pretty much it should have nothing to do with anything dealing with the job. You only use that when you're doing personal stuff for yourself, or you're, going back home in your truck, or, blah, blah, blah. But we shouldn't have been in PC. Pretty much she was thinking that it was a way around things, being so we both ran out of time on our clock. So, he pretty much tells me he's going to write it up. And when he's writing it up, he said, so you're saying, because he asked me, was the only person in the truck? I said no. I said, I'm a trainee and my leader is in the truck with me. And he was like, okay, so pretty much the way he wrote it up was saying, like, my leader told me to put myself in PC, which she is in the back mad as heck, because she said, I didn't tell you to do that. I didn't do this. Why would you tell him that? Why, blah, blah, blah. Because the way he wrote it up in the report, he said, also, I'm going to put it in here that your leader should know. Like, your leader should not be telling you to do this, because during this period, I'm still in training. Like, I'm pretty much doing what my trainers told me to do. And he put that in there, and she was mad. She was saying all type of stuff in the background. So I put him on speaker. He was on speaker, and I put him on mute. And I said, what do you mean you didn't tell me what to say? Like, you didn't tell me to tell him this. I said, I literally only told him the things that you mouthed to me. I told him exactly what you told me to say. And I said, in PC, but you did it yourself. I said, did I put myself in that? No, because I didn't touch the tablet at all. She was doing all this on her own. She put me in there, but she mad because now it's in rain and she could possibly get into trouble because on paper it say that my leader put me in PC, knowing what she was doing. So, y'all, I'm pissed, because at this point, how the hell I get arrested? And I'm asking him, like, so what does this mean? Like, I'm mad because I'm like, damn, I didn't just got in trouble for somebody even do. And he was like, well, I don't know what happened. All I'm doing is writing up this, and I'm gonna send it off to my boss, and what he does with it, that's what he do. So she's pissed because of how he wrote it up. We finally dropped the trailer. Log's still saying that we shouldn't be driving. So pretty much she asked the guard, can we sleep out there or whatever, can we park our truck, because we legally can't move our truck anymore. And the guard that night told us we could, but we couldn't sleep in. Like, to be honest, when you look up the notes, it said trucks can't sleep overnight. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, but that place we couldn't. But he told us that we could park on the outside, out of the way, and yes, it would be okay. We were asleep for 2 hours, and then security guard knocked on our door saying it was unsafe for where we were and we wasn't supposed to be right. Another disclaimer: Warner has a no policy for U-turns and a no policy for parking on the side of the road unless it is literally an emergency. And we have, like, she's still laying down, and I sit back down, and I'm like, is she gonna get up? Like, I don't know what to do. What we supposed to be doing? So I told her, I said it again, I said, he told us we need to move, like, now. And so she got up and she told me to get her the tablet or whatever. And I guess she got up and she went and talked to the security guard herself to, like, explain to him that the other one told us that we could stay. But when he came to the door, he said, what did that guy tell you? He said, did he tell you y'all can stay? And then I'm just, like, standing there because I'm like, damn, I only had 2 hours of sleep. I'm tired. Last night was so much. She calls her fleet manager, I guess because it's the weekend, so it's not her regular fleet manager. It's somebody who was on call that weekend. So, are you telling me that you're on the side of the road? And the lady was like, no, we're in a safe spot. And I told you they can find us anywhere. She did something. She pulled us up, and she can see exactly where the hell we was. She could tell that we were on the side of the road. Y'all, this lady said, and what I see for myself is you're on the side of the road, and I can write you up for this because she repeated the Warner policy. And at this point, I'm like, I done got a write up. I almost did a U-turn. I almost got fired. Like, now I'm about to get rolled up again. I'm trying to I call Michelle, and I wake up Michelle out her motherfucking sleep, which I know that was bad. But at that point, I had to talk to somebody. Somebody had to calm me the hell down because I was about to go the fuck off. And so you gotta watch what you say. One, because she could have wrote that down about me going off on her. So I call Michelle and I'm just boohoo crying. Michelle thinking I done killed somebody. And I'm like, no, I didn't kill nobody. This lady just almost made me do a jackknife. I'm about to be fired. And she was in the background, why is she making it out like this is my fault? Why are you making it seem like I did everything wrong? I said, lady, I am not talking to you. I am talking on the phone with my girlfriend. Like, can you stop getting in my conversation? Like, what the hell? What is wrong with you? I hate when people do that. And she did that. Like, pretty much tell her, I can't give you no time. So you better get somewhere safe to the next safest place, truck stop or whatever. And I guess pretty much hope you don't, like she said, if we could get out of the situation, I guess, and find somewhere safe, I guess she wouldn't write her up or whatever. I don't know what I heard. At this point, I was just like, hell no, I gotta get off this goddamn truck. She done put me in too much unsafe situations. I'm in the back of the sleeper now, and I opened the car and I said, can you take me to Atlanta Terminal? I said, I wanna go. I would like to go to the to Atlanta Terminal. Pretty much, I'm telling her, I want to get off your truck. She was trying to give me the phone. I guess her friend was on the phone. I wasn't hearing none of that shit. I was trying to call somebody. I guess the closest terminal was Ohio. I guess because we had one here. And y'all, I came here Saturday. It's 5 days later. I'm still here, and I was getting frustrated. I even started thinking like, I shouldn't get off her truck. Like, you know, I only had like 2 more weeks to go, but them 2 more weeks could have been my life. It could have been my driving history, or it could have been like, who knows what it could have happened next. And I thought she was gonna have an attitude with me because of everything that happened, and I just didn't want to go through that. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I may say I'm not gonna tell nobody, but I'm gonna tell my girlfriend. Like, I tried to make it a funny situation, and I said we could just start fresh the next day. But when I woke back up and the lady was saying something about we can get rolled up, I said, that's my final sign. I have to get off the truck. And she was a new trainee, a new leader. I was her first trainee, and I know that may have had something to deal with it, but baby, you ain't about to fuck up my driving career before it started. No, I liked her and everything. She was clean, she was cool, but no. And then there was a situation where she was about to go home again. The first time she went home, I went home with her. But the second time, I was like, nah, I'm ready to get the fuck on. I'm ready to do this time and get back to my dog and my girlfriend. Like, get me on and off. Like, and I didn't want to be like, I'm rushing and I'm not learning everything I should learn. So maybe everything worked out for the best. So I'm new, just like y'all probably gonna be new when y'all watch this video. Something happens, you don't feel safe. I gave her, throughout the night, I feel like it was chance after chance, but that last chance, I was like, that could be my life. Like, you know, you never know what can happen. So if you cool with giving people chances, do it. But if they show you one time, then it ain't gonna be a good little ride for them 21 days. Get the on. Go back to a hotel. It may take another week before you get another leader, but it's probably best. You know? So yeah, y'all, it's been a journey. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you got any questions, ask them, or stay posted to know how my next leader go.